the north, though.
Oh, I know, but it's going all the way down to Mexico. Anyone going to Crash My Playa? It is going to be cold. I'm just telling you, it's going to be chilly the first couple of days. All right, but let's talk about the cold to the north. So this morning we're sitting at 19 in Boston. We're sitting at 1 in Minneapolis. And, look, this is a cold morning for you here in the Northeast. It feels a little tougher than yesterday. It is actually a couple degrees colder for some of you than yesterday. We're down to 20 in New York. Albany, we're down to single digits. But let's go up here and talk about the upper Midwest. We're 1 right now in Minneapolis, 2 in Madison. If you remember, Fargo yesterday was 14 below. So we're at 2 this morning. That's better, right? Yes, it is better. It is warmer than yesterday. We're 16 degrees warmer than yesterday at this time in Fargo, 33 degrees warmer in places like Rapid City. So there is a warm up coming. I'm going to call it a warm up, but at least temperatures here are going to be increasing ahead of our next system. The core of the cold air, this high pressure, shifts into the Northeast. So look, you got a couple more days of the cold coming, but then we see a return to the southerly flow once that high pressure slides east, and you will see those numbers coming back up. Kansas City today, it's going to be chilly, 35 degrees for the high. But as we look at places like North Dakota, South Dakota, even northern Minnesota, we go not just average, but a little above average. So high temperatures going above average into tomorrow and then into Thursday too, as we see that shift into the east. Temperatures tomorrow go back into the 30s. Chicago, 35 degrees for you. This is the time of year when we expect our coldest readings, our coldest mornings and our chilliest afternoons as well. Places like Atlanta, your typical coldest day of the year is January 23rd. So right about this week, and I'd say we're feeling it, Kelly.
Yeah, those fluctuating temperatures.
Yeah, once it gets off the coast, it's a really big deal. Over at the Southeast here, it's a novelty, and it's actually pretty exciting. So I want to talk about what's happening here. This is the thing that Jim is talking about. It doesn't look like much, right? But you can see it sort of pivots its way here in through the Southeast. Yep, we had flurries all day yesterday. They actually added up to a little more than flurries in Nashville. We'll talk about that. But that's diving down here into the south. And there's not a lot of moisture, but there's some. And so that is energetic enough to squeeze out just limited amounts of moisture that we have to get just a few flakes here and there. It's not going to amount to much. It's probably just a dusting, but even in Nashville this morning, it's possible again. You're waking up to some flurries. This is the kind of situation where it's not always captured on the radar. It's not always, the models do a really terrible job actually of capturing this as well. So it's just a sort of a fun winter type scenario happening. It's cold out there and might as well snow, is what so many of you are saying, and that's kind of the situation we'll get. A few flakes here or there. The Weather Service in Nashville yesterday had the best description of what's going on. They said if the ground were a jelly donut and the powdered sugar were the snow, this image would depict a dusting. Let us know if we get more than a dusting, actually, because I think we got a lot of calls yesterday, and it really was like just a little bit of powdered sugar on top of a donut kind of situation. They ended up with 0.2, actually, Kelly. So, yeah, they got a tiny bit of accumulation.
That's a tasty dusting.